All rise. Veuillez vous lever.
It was during the 2005 referendum campaigns that the slogan 41 against 1, meaning 41 tribes against 1, was coined, according to Deputy President William Ruto's defense team. His lawyer, David Hooper's line of questioning sought to establish if former President Mwai Kibaki's administration's alleged disproportionate favor on the Kikuyu community could have been responsible for the build-up of anger that exploded to violence following the 2007 election.
President Kibaki was left with a rump of people around him who were often Kikuyu. Is that right?
Kibaki had quite a number of people of Kikuyu origin who are so close to him, and many occupied ministerial position, and seemingly they were powerful.
And indeed, a phrase that was used quite commonly amongst people in Kenya was to refer to the Mount Kenya mafia. Is that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
And with the Mount Kenya mafia controlling the Kibaki regime, mega corruption scandals appeared to go on unabated.
With Anglo leasing, we're talking about 700 to $1 billion US of corruption, a substantial, not peanuts in other words, massive fraud.
Yes.
And there was also a cocaine smuggling scandal of some $66 million that had links with the Minister of Defence, allegedly. Do you remember that?
Yes.
That demonstrated extensive corruption was still going on under the Kibaki presidency and involving Kibaki and his family.
Corruption was there, but
by 2007, there was a perception that here was an overpowerful presidency and a regime that had a criminal element. Would you agree?
Yes.
You spoke of people fearing stolen votes and a stolen election. And when we talk about that, we are, I suggest, really talking about the presidential election, not the parliamentary election.
Yes.
And the former president, the witness reckoned, appeared to have strategized to win the election.
Now, in early 2007, for example, the Electoral Commission of Kenya, which, of course, supervises the election and makes sure that it's all done lawfully and appropriately, that commission, which composed 22 members, in early 2007, President Kibaki appointed 19 of them. Do you remember that?
From far.
And for the ordinary person, the ordinary Kenyan, sat at his home watching television or discussing matters with friends, would you agree that there was sufficient evidence there for them to think that that election had been stolen when eventually Kibaki was announced to be the winner?
Yes.
Earlier, the chamber delivered a ruling declining Joshua Sang's request to be absent from trial on the 1st of November to attend his 6-year-old daughter's graduation. On his part, the deputy president who attended today's proceedings, having been absent for the last 3 days due to constitutional obligations, is also awaiting a determination on his application requesting to be excused from trial next week. Sylvia Chebet, Citizen Live at 9.